Welcome to the after show video of Firenze von ZERNECK'S Head Full of Useless Information About Movies. I'm Firenze von ZERNECK.
Meredith Monroe.
And our guest Lisa Long. Excuse me for stepping in the line.
No, I jumped.
We just finished part 2 of the two-parter with our guest Lisa Long, Mysterious Skin, The Runaways. I want to talk about the director of The Runaways, by the way. But,
she's amazing.
Yeah, she is amazing. Upcoming Shameless, March 24th. She's an incredible role to play on this wonderful show. Yeah, we just wrapped part 2, and I love doing every show, but I had the most fun, I think, doing this last show.
It was.
I don't know. It
was
felt
so much fun. We had a great time.
It was such like a summer day, and I was swimming, and I went surfing this morning. I felt like relaxed, and we came in, and we ate great food at Firenze.
Yeah.
We're live from Firenze Osteria on Lancashire Boulevard. Anyway, in Universal City. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now during the show. I was talking about how because I'm crazy, you think about everything in terms of movies, and if you listen to the show, you're no stranger to this. But, if I pace back and forth, I think of Travis Bickle and this and that, and wake up in the morning, I feel like I'm Yaphet Kotto in Aliens, not Yaphet Kotto, but John Hurt or something. But it led me to the thought that this might be another failed experiment, but love scenes. What's your favorite love scene? What's the first one? Like physical love scene.
That wonderful movie that Diane Keaton and Richard Gere was in that she...
Diane Keaton,
no,
Richard
Diane
Gere?
Keaton, Diane Lane, I'm sorry.
Unfaithful.
Like the hotel thing?
Unfaithful?
Unfaithful.
Oh, Unfaithful. Okay.
And here's the thing, again, we always see great love scenes.
Voice up because this.
We always see great love scenes, but I remember it was passionate. What was the best is when she was going home on the train and she was reliving it but feeling guilty. But yet she had that,
all the emotion you could see, every thought process playing on her mind.
Was the hottest.
It was right there, yeah.
Do you think about that?
I think
this is a horrible, but I mean, the reason I'm bringing this up is, and then I'm going to ask you, the reason I'm bringing this up is that during those encounters in my life, a lot of the time I don't know what I feel like. Am I doing this right? Is this what it's supposed to be? And I think of Betty Blue, the opening scene or the lovemaking scenes in Betty Blue. How it's very passionate, but it's realistic. Have you seen Betty Blue?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
I understand that.
You need to see this movie. It's an amazing movie.
Yeah, I understand that.
So does that tie into your life sometimes?
Yeah,
I don't want to get to
no,
yes, I
but
do.
it does.
Of course
Everybody
I
it
wanna
does.
get to it. Yeah. What about you? Is there? You don't have to answer this because I didn't talk about this before.
No. Again, whenever you ask me these things, it's like my brain explodes with all of these images and thoughts and movies, and then all of a sudden it goes blank because it's like, which one do I pick? But the first thing that popped in my mind,
there you go.
Popped into my mind, and I don't know why, I haven't seen this movie in years.
What?
Moonstruck with Cher.
I haven't seen that since it came out. And Nicolas Cage with the hands in the ovens and
I don't know why there was just something so like romantic and wonderful and like primal and but like if you ask me to tell you anything about that movie, I really don't remember a whole lot.
And does that, I picked a horrible subject to get personal about, and I think I'll move on. But okay. I mean, are there? And you tell me to be quiet if this is too much, and I'm being honest with you. But are there, like during that time, those times in your life when that is going on, are there movies that pop up in your head like, is this is an image that I have of how it should be, and am I measuring up to that, or is this? I'm saying encounter like is this thing happening now measuring up to that, and is it like a gauge?
Right, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Am I doing it right? Well, I think of this movie and that.
So do you stop the clock in the middle of it
Yes.
and redirect your partner?
That's why you're a great co-host, Meredith.
So that the scene fulfills itself for you?
That's why I love you as a co-host, because I don't know how to talk, and you put everything... Yeah, okay, yeah.
No,
okay,
I don't.
No, okay, all right.
But that's not to say that you can't appreciate those scenes in movies when they are truly either romantic or primal or fun or funny. I like funny lovemaking scenes in movies.
Oh, okay.
I like when they're not perfect and they're funny.
But the point of the show, and we'll move on to another subject, but I can't stress enough the point of the show, and you know this, is how it ties in with your everyday life.
No, and this is
you
what
know
I
what I mean,
think.
and
This
that's
is
why
what
I'm asking.
And the reason why I say no is because I think that maybe it's because we do it, you direct it, we work it, that I feel like those things are never really, really real anyway. So I don't try to measure up to that.
Okay, all
Right?
right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How do
Maybe
you
I
feel?
am unusual,
Do
but do you like
Yeah, I don't try to measure up to it.
not
No,
measure up
But
then?
but they're here.
Yeah,
And
they're,
you can't
they're
help but
yes.
compare.
Yes.
And you can't help or
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What about driving? I mentioned when I start the car, Road Warrior, because I like the sound of the engine, and I saw it at a certain age. And then when I'm driving Sorcerer or another William Friedkin movie, The Exorcist, there's driving sequences with the muted sound and everything. I talk about it on the show. But what about you? Is there is a movie what you think of when you're driving? Or getting dressed in the morning? I think of American Gigolo when I'm going out at night and he lays the suits.
Yeah.
He's a narcissist, you know?
You know, I don't know. I think maybe visions and flashes pop in.
That's what
I
I'm
don't know
asking,
which way,
yeah.
But I can't right now think of something
Okay,
that I really,
all right.
really think of except being for a race car driver. Actually.
Okay.
Right.
When you think of race car driver, what movie? Do you think of a movie? Steve McQueen?
You kind of think of the Steve McQueen, I guess, but no, I really think of modern day events that are happening.
Oh, okay.
I guess. Or
Well,
maybe some scene that I've seen in a movie, but I can't be specific. But they're like flashes of them.
You mentioned Tequila
relate to-
Sunrise.
Yeah.
When you're doing this, is Firenze Osteria is your restaurant.
Yeah. I just remember how cool Michelle Pfeiffer always was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think about something.
And going through the tables
Yeah.
and stolen
Yeah.
glances
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Stolen glances? Where do I get this stuff?
Stolen glasses.
Stolen
'Cause you're
glances,
romantic.
yeah.
I did have a
Yeah,
moment
okay.
the other day. We went to Bob's Big Boy, and you know they do
Oh,
the
I've been
cars,
going
the
there, yeah.
Friday nights they
Yeah,
do all
yeah,
the
yeah,
old
yeah.
cars and whatnot. So there was a DeLorean there, which of course brings you back to Michael J. Fox
Yes.
and Back to the Future. And I dated a guy in high school who had a DeLorean.
You did not.
I did too.
Really?
Yes, I
What
think
was his name? His first name?
JR. Does that sound like I was on an episode of Dallas?
No, but it's JR. Hi, I'm JR. Here, let me open my
I
door.
got a DeLorean.
Yes, no, and so I saw the car. It reminded me of JR, and it reminded me of Back to the Future, which is one of my favorite movies because I love the idea of time travel, superheroes, anything that's totally fantasy driven. I love.
What's your favorite movie of all time? Desert Island movie.
Oh,
I'm going to be stuck on an island, and I can only watch one movie. And for some reason, there's electricity and a DVD player, Blu-ray player.
I know
big
mine.
screen.
I don't mind.
Okay,
You
you're the
first.
No,
guest.
you go
No,
first.
you're the guest.
Last the Mohicans.
Last Mohicans.
Mohicans.
Okay. Why do you? Because you're going to have to watch this movie for the rest of your life.
Fine.
It takes you into another world.
Takes you to another world.
All right.
But I love it.
And they're outside and they're surviving.
And they're surviving, maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
and there's
Yeah.
leaves. And
Some leaves.
what about
What's
you?
yours? What's yours?
Oh, it would. The Exorcist, I think.
Oh!
I couldn't do it every day.
I would, because it's a movie. I would think if I was stuck on a desert island, I would need a lot of faith. And to me, that's an
Yes, you
incredible
say that.
movie
It's about faith.
about faith and the thin line between good and evil. And could you imagine being alone with yourself for the rest of your life, and how your mind would play tricks on you, and you would either turn left or turn right, go towards good, towards evil, and that movie would help me. And I just love that movie. I love everything about it. And I can't. I've seen that movie more than the editor. I've seen that movie more than yeah. In fact, I ran into Bud Smith, who's the editor of not The Exorcist, but a lot of William Friedkin movies, and he cut Cruising. And I said to him, I said, you know what? I think I've seen Cruising more than you've seen it. And he said, and we started talking about it. And like half hour into the conversation, he said, you know what? I think you have seen Cruising more than I have. What about you?
Well, I kind of have two, and so I can't decide between the two. I Practical Magic, which I know sounds
Sandra
funny.
Bullock, and who's the girl?
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman,
I
right.
gotta tell you,
Yeah.
it's so much fun. It's like supernatural,
Right,
and
right.
it's funny, and it's I don't know. I just think it's fun, and anytime I see it on TV, I will always stop to watch it. I also love Gangs of New York.
Really? Really?
Love
That's
that
interesting.
movie.
And you could watch that till the day you die, and that be the only movie that you see. Why?
I don't know. I just think there's something powerful about it. I love the costumes. I love the tenacity of the people. I love the passion.
Okay. Character in a movie. Female or male character in a movie, if you could be most like.
Meryl Streep and Sophie's Choice.
Meryl Streep and Sophie's Choice, why?
Just because she was so complicated and there's so much to deal with and so many
All right.
challenges.
Okay. And the men that were
Yeah.
after her, okay, yeah.
The brain is blowing up.
I do this.
What
I know.
about you? You go. You go.
This is I get personal on the show, but I don't know if I can. In fantasy, if I could be like any character, boy, I don't know because I have a little of a dark mind, and I don't know if I'd really like to be that character.
This will be good.
I don't. Well, I mean, I'm stumped. I'm asked my own question, and I don't know the answer to it. I see what you're going through. All right, if I have to, my instinct to follow my own rules. I can't be Travis Bickle because I don't want to be that guy. I identify with him, but I don't want to be that guy, so it's not going to be him. I'm thinking of The Exorcist, so maybe Jason Miller's character.
You're not going to be Linda Blair?
No, I don't want to be Jason's Miller character. I want to be some light. Richard Gere's character in Breathless.
There you go.
I want to live like that.
All right.
I don't have the guts to live like that, and I don't actually want to live like that. But if I could be him, how he just goes out and he falls in love and he grabs her and he won't take no for an answer, and he knows that she's in love with him. Come to Mexico. No, I can't. I have school. That would be. I want to be that character, and for some reason I can't think of his name. Jim. Okay. Anyway, this has been very long. Thank you for watching the after show video. If you like this, click on the link above if you're on Facebook, and the link below if you're on YouTube for the actual podcast of Lisa Long. We'll see you next week, folks. Bye.
Bye.